friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Carmen. If you're new here, welcome. Today I am taking you to a Home Depot that's near my home, and I am doing a voiceover because they had the music playing very loud, so I'll be doing a voiceover for this video. Hope you don't mind. Now we're going to start off here in the houseplants section, and it looks like they have some ZZ plants that are looking in good shape, and these are $14.98, which isn't a bad price for the 6-inch pot of ZZ plants. Their house section, I did notice, wasn't really big and it wasn't really full, but they did have some healthy looking plants and a decent variety. And this calathea here looks like it's seen better days. They had two of them, one not looking so great, looks like it needs water, and another one that is looking a little bit better, and it's nice to see that they had calatheas here. And this one is for $7.98, which is not a bad price at all for them. It's nice to see that the prices are coming down on these calatheas and some other uncommon or a little bit harder to find plants. And they had some peperomias there. Now they also had a homolomina, nice selection of those. Also some 4-inch plants for $4.98. Looks like some terrarium type of plants. And a nice peace lily domino that's got a bloom on it, so it's looking really good. It was $7.98, and then really nice variegation on it too. And these moonshine sansevierias are beautiful. These arrowhead plants are $4.98. Nice pink color to them. $14.98 for those sansevierias, which is a good price. Again, these used to be hard to find. They're becoming more common. Now this is a false Aurelia, and I don't have this plant here, but it doesn't really speak to me. It looks kind of weird actually. And a nice selection of Sansevieria laurentii. Some Dracaenas. Sansevieria looks like a type of bird's nest Sansevieria. And some hanging plants for $7.98, some arrowhead, some ferns, some golden pothos, and I see in the back there also some spider plants. So a decent selection of those. Some more sansevierias. These are a bit bigger. 5-gallon pots, I believe, or 3-gallon. Pretty full. $24.98, which isn't a bad price. They look very healthy. Now here they had this rubber tree that actually has a variegated Taniki and a burgundy rubber tree in it in one pot. So that was really unusual. And trying to find the price on this, I believe it was $24.98. But that is a good deal because you're getting two different trees. It looks like it was supposed to be just the burgundy tree, but somehow in the nursery it got potted up with a Taniki, which is a good deal. Some more ZZs, a little bit bigger. And these Monsteras, $24.98, are really nice, full pots. Lots of aerial roots. Lots of foliage. Very nice. Lots of new growth on them. Now this Monstera here really caught my eye. $24.98 for this full 3-gallon pot, and look at the fenestration on this new leaf. Really beautiful, until I broke that leaf there. I really didn't mean to do that, and as I walk away, hopefully nobody saw. But they have some more Sansevierias here, Zeylanica, I believe, some more Dracaenas. In the back here they have a really nice fiddle leaf fig tree, nice and big, for $29.95, and some cornstalk plants, $98 for these pothos, which they look very healthy. Nice trails on them. That's about all they have inside. Like I said, not a huge selection, but the plants do look healthy. So let's go outside and see what they have. Now, walking outside, they have some really large fiddle leaf fig, and this one is not as cheap as the ones inside. $65. So if you want a real big one, that's how much it is. They have lots of palms to choose from. Those were $39.95. And these trees here, I believe these are crepe myrtle trees. Beautiful, beautiful blooms on them. And I would just love to have this in my yard. $60 if I had a yard. But those crepe myrtles are just gorgeous. Now they also had some roses here. $24.98, beautiful pink roses. Now Tropicanas are one of my favorites, and they can take some Arizona sun, early morning sun, and they had $21.98 for the larger pot and $14.98 I believe for the smaller pot. But these give off beautiful blooms. The foliage have a beautiful stripe to them. And this is one of my favorite euphorbias, Euphorbia millii, crown of thorns. They have a couple of sizes. The 1 gallon, $12.98. Beautiful blooms on them. Easy to grow in zones 9 and 10 and 11. And the 3 gallon ones were $22.98, which is a pretty good deal. And that's crown of thorns. Now above here they do have a Portulacara afra variegated and hanging pots, and those are $16.98, and these look beautiful. Portulacara afra can be a hanging plant. I have a couple of them, but that variegated one looks beautiful. These are San Pedro cactus for $12.98. I have this one too. It does great in full sun. Beautiful cacti. Some opuntias and agaves. Most of these are $12.98. Now this Euphorbia Indian corn cob is a variegated one, and this is $12.98 also. It's beautiful Euphorbia. We do have a green one, but this is the variegated one. And some more crown of thorns. These are the ivory colored flowers, opuntias. Some Eve's needles. And they have this variegated opuntia here that I thought was just really unique. The growth on it is a nice pink, but the pads are variegated. Sunburst opuntia for $6.98. I thought that was a really good deal. I have something similar to this, but not quite this one, and it's a beautiful coloring. And some more cacti here. $6.98 or $8.98, excuse me. That's a really good deal. A lot of them had little pups growing around them, and some of them were growing fruit also. And they have this cotyledon here, really beautiful blooms on them. And this one here had a beautiful purple tinge to it from the sun stress. I thought this was beautiful. Some more variegated Portulacara afra. This is an aloe here, and I believe it's golden tooth or a tiger tooth, something like that. Let me check the tag on it. A gold tooth aloe, $6.98. Lots of pups on it. That's a really good deal. And they get the nice pretty tinge on them, like a pink tinge on the tips from the sun stress. Now they also had these 10-inch drop and decorate pots for $19.98. And basically it's just a pot that's already put together, and it's a pretty good deal because it looks like there are about 8 to 10 different succulents in each pot. You just simply drop it into a 10-inch pot with the plastic pot, or you can take it out and put it into your own pot. That's a good deal. And then I came across this Euphorbia here, and this is a Euphorbia seriiformis, $19.98. Such a unique texture to this plant, and it's giving off lots of pups. All of them are in really good shape, almost a variegation to it, and the spines look like they're red, so really nice contrast to this Euphorbia. I had not seen this one before, but it really caught my eye, and I think I may have to come back and get this one because it was just beautiful. Right next to it they had a Madagascar palm, nice and big, gallon size, also $19.98. These do really well in full sun also. And here is the Euphorbia Ammak in one stock in a gallon size pot, $19.98. Right next to it is the chocolate drop. All of them look like they're in really good shape. This one's a pretty big one. Chocolate drop is also $19.98. Now just above it they had some hanging plants, a string of dolphins, which they weren't looking all that great. I think the sun had gotten to them, so not looking very well. They did have a ruby cascade, 3 of them, and only a couple really looked halfway decent. And I don't have this one, so I'm kind of thinking that maybe I should pick one of those up, but we'll see. And just below that they had some arrangements, some pots already put together with succulents, brilliant colors, $29.98 for the taller pot, and they even have some trailing succulents, of string of bananas here, and it looks like they use the old formula of thriller, filler, and spiller for these arrangements. But again, very good deal because they have lots of succulents in them, good variety of them. This one even has a Euphorbia trigona in it, and it looks like they're doing really well in these pots. I don't think you would have to repot these at all. Now that vine there is actually a grapevine that was right next to it that's growing over. These pots are a little bit more shallow, $26.98 for the more shallow ones, but again, very full of succulents and even some trailing succulents there too. So I think these are a good deal here. Just above that they had some donkey's tail or burro's tail. Sorry for the backlighting there, but these actually looked really good. They were in mainly shade, so they didn't have the damage from the sun. Just below that they had some 2.5-inch pots of succulents, and I believe these were $3.48. Nice variety of them, lots of color. And they all look very healthy too. I didn't see any that were overwatered or drying up, so they seem to be taking care of their succulents at this particular Lowe's. Nice variety of them. And right next to it they had this cactus and succulent food, Dynamic. I've never seen this one before, and it was $5.48. It's Dynamite. And let me know in the comments down below, friends, if you've ever seen or have you ever used this particular cactus and succulent food. First time I had seen it. I really don't use fertilizer on my cactus. And they had some cacti here for $3.48 also. Now they had some more arrangements here, and I really love this one that's in a plastic wood barrel, and it is a canna with, I believe those are million bells surrounding it, some annuals, and it's $29.98. The million bells will only last through the summer, but the canna is a perennial and that will last you, so you can repot some other annuals around it. But I just thought this was a beautiful arrangement and a pretty good deal. And they also had some other arrangements. They even had some caladiums there. Now here's the pot that I had purchased not too long ago. They had 4 Euphorbia Ammaks for $25.98, and they also had the chocolate drop there. So I think this is a better deal. And it looks like this one has a little stowaway of a crassular watch chain that's growing in that one. Some Euphorbia trigonas, beautiful colors on them, nice and healthy with the leaves. Those are also $25.98. And they had some 4-inch pots here for $4.48. Nice selection of them, really pretty colors. Again, very healthy. Just below these succulents, they had these really cute arrangements that were in little wooden boxes that were shaped like a garden bus and a little camper. I thought these were so cute. It looked like there were about 6 or 7 different succulents in them, and it was just adorable. This would make a perfect gift for someone, or if you want to have some succulents inside your home. And these were $19.98, which I didn't think was a bad price because the container is just so adorable, and for 6 or 7 succulents inside of them, I thought that was a pretty good deal. So they had this garden bus. Right next to it was this little vintage camper. So cute. This one was a little bit more plain. Also $19.98. But the next one right behind it had a little fencing and a little window and some cacti. Oh, it was just adorable. The plants look really healthy also. Well, that's all for today, friends, and this trip to Home Depot. Looks like they have a little bit better outdoor and succulent plants than they do house plants, but still I was really happy with the visit. If you like this video, friends, please do give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe and you don't miss any of my videos, and I will see you in the next video. Have a blessed day, friends. Bye-bye.